Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Zero9 Raceshop 75 here from Charlotte Motor Speedway for the Thunderstruck Super Series. Halfway through the season now. Points leader Jason Warren looking to gap Fry Hubbard, who is in second in the points currently here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. We're going to head over to some qualifying. Alright. As we're here with Jason Tarasenko, sorry, in that 21 car. First time around, I think. See what kind of a lap time he puts down. Going to put down a 30.090. That is the top spot so far. See what he puts down for his second lap. Currently still in that pole position, I believe. I'm going to take a look. Yep, still in the pole position, and wow, he's going to get an off track there, so I don't think that lap will count. Michael Swink coming to a stop. So a lot of people finishing their qualifying laps up. We're here at Joshua Sexton now. Coming around for his second lap. Currently qualified in the 8th position. And that will move him up to the 5th spot on the board. Tyler Johnson in second. Sam Wetstein coming to a stop in the 8th position. A lot of people finishing up their laps. Josh Lokenvitz coming in for his second lap. See if he can improve from the 12th position he's in right now. Doesn't look like he will, so he'll be starting this race at least 12th. Going on with Brighton Danner here in the 227 car. Across the start-finish line. Going to put him in the 15th position. While he's going down the backstretch, Shannon Wilder to the 3rd spot on the board. Let's see if Brighton Danner can improve on his 17th spot for now. Comes around and will not improve on his lap. Looks like will be at least 19th at the moment. Catch Eric Lake crossing for his first lap. Looks like that was the beginning of his first lap anyways. Across the line, Eric Lake will move up to the 13th position. See if Eric in that 22... Oh, and he's going to hit the wall, so will not be able to improve on his second lap. And will qualify at least 13th. Chad Bassett qualifying 21st on his first lap. Looking to improve on that on the second go-around. And qualifying's over. I do apologize, I won't be able to show the championship standings tonight. A little bit of a problem with my iRacing live timing. So, not going to be able to have that for you tonight. I will update you on the points. Jason Warren right now is leading 13 points over Fry Hubbard. So, with the pole spot tonight, going to look to improve that lead over Fry tonight. Officially over halfway through the season, 8 races. We're here for the 5th race of of the 8 races that this series is set to do. Fry Hubbard did not do a qualifying lap. He's in the 27th position, so he has a lot to gain, or a lot to make up on throughout this 75-lap race, whereas his competitor in the lead spot in the championship starts out front. So, tale of 2 different races for 2 different drivers, covering the top 2 spots in the championship standings. So, going to be an interesting one. Going to see how fast Fry Hubbard's able to get through traffic tonight. As these guys are patiently waiting for that pace car to pull off so these guys can get going racing. I'll pull up your race info while we're sitting here, since I didn't do it at the beginning, I don't believe. 1.5 mile track, 73 degrees is the track temperature. So another cool night of racing here in the Thunderstruck Super Series, and gonna make for some fun racing. We haven't had a lot of day races in this series, so not a lot of chances for the track to be hot. As you see, that is the same tonight. These guys are getting ready to go green, and Jason Warren getting ready to lead this pack of 26 cars. Fry Hubbard was not able to make it into the starting grid. We'll see if he has to start in the pits. He's not showing up right now yet. So big championship. If Fry's not able to do this race, that's going to hurt him big time in the championship. He is going to fall from that second spot. So we'll see if he's able to make it into the race. Also, sorry about the title of the stream. I forgot to update it with the TSS on it and from Charlotte, so I apologize about that. It was a bit of a rush tonight. As Jason Warren getting ready to lead these guys to the green flag, and he is off in the restart zone, and we are racing 75 laps in the Thunderstruck Super Series. We are underway, and it looks like Jason Warren might lose that lead here early on. I was told last week in one of our interviews that Charlotte Motor Speedway and these cars can be a lot like, a super speedway, just because of how the cars the cars package and how they handle. So we're going to see if that's true tonight. As we have a driver in the wall. Let's see if he's able to get it back together. It looks like Joshua Sexton got in the wall there. Or no, Tyler Johnson got into the wall. So he's going to fall back at least to the 9th position, racing Josh Oswald there on the inside. As you see a driver down on the access road. Not sure who that was. Looks like it might have been Keith Lichtenwalner. Yep. Having some issues here early. Couple of drivers, actually. As the top 3 are bunched up here. Jason Tarasenko, Jason Warren, and Dave Woodstruck bumper to bumper right now. I'll be interested to see if this racing lasts as the tires get older. Usually when you have a race that consists of the draft, it might fall off once the tires get older, but I don't have much experience with these cars here at all, so I'm not sure how they're going to act the later we get into a run. But for now, Jason Tarasenko leading this race, but not by much, as you see there on screen. Dave Woodstruck peeking to the inside of Jason Warren there. Seems like even if you get the pole at this track with this car, it is not safe. As these front 3 have separated themselves a good amount from the rest of the pack. A lot of single file but tight racing going on right now. Scotty Stevens is the car back there in the 4th position, just behind these front 3. Looking to see if he can catch back up to them and make it a 4-car race. But as you see, just no separation, and caution is out. David Hall and looks like Brighton Danner, 2-car wreck here. We're going to see what happened. As we come back live here, I'm going to get a little bit of a different vantage point. .227 gets up in the wall and right into the 3 of David Hall. Nowhere to go for David as Brighton Danner got into the wall and then up into that 3 car. Nowhere to go, unfortunately, for David. He's going to have to get that car repaired. See if we get cars down pit road. Not sure if we will just yet. We're going to see this time by if your leader decides to split off onto pit road. And no, we will not see any of these front cars in pit road. Looks like track position definitely key. We're going to see some of the back guys go in. Tyler Johnson, Josh Lokenvents, Tanner Marr. Looks like those are the only 3 to pit. And looks like we're going to have a driver getting the lucky dog. I think that might have been Sam Wetstein. Yep, that's going to get him back on the lead lap, it looks like. And while we are under caution, I'll bring you the rest of the schedule for the Thunderstruck Super Series. Tonight, Charlotte. Next week, South Boston Speedway for 125 laps around yet another short track. So this is one stopper for these guys in terms of going away from short tracks and coming to a mile and a half. So right back to the usual next week. It's going to be an interesting race, and I'm looking forward to it. Nashville Fairgrounds is another great race coming up in 2 weeks. And then looks like they'll take a week off for Christmas, and then to end the season, January 7th, 2021 at Dover International Speedway. In my opinion, a great track to end the season at for the championship. It's a fun, mild track, and definitely a great track to bring some action and maybe some drama if it comes down to it for the points championship. Also, this is the sister league of what is the original Rebels Racing League. As you see there, 4 series are brought to you by, 3 of them brought to you by us, Rebels Racing Network, and 1 of them brought to you by Intensity Broadcasting. The Sunday Night Truck Series brought to you by Intensity. The Extreme Xfinity Series on Friday nights, which is tomorrow night. The Saturday Night Send It Cup Series, which starts up Season 2, or Saturday night, apologize about that. And the Tuesday Night Dirt Invader Series, Week 1 is wrapped up from this past week, and Week 2 upcoming this next Tuesday. The Saturday Night Send It Cup Series and the Tuesday Night Dirt Invader Series are looking for people to race in it, so if you are interested, look up Original Rebels Racing League on iRacing, and you'll get into the Discord. And as well with this Thunderstruck Super Series, I believe they are recruiting still, so you are able to join these guys on track. Look up Thunderstruck Super Series on iRacing, and again, you'll be able to get into the Discord once accepted, as these guys are getting ready to, well, the lights aren't off, so they're not getting ready to go green just yet. Sorry about that, y'all. Getting ready to go green as Jason Tarasenko leading the pack for our first restart of the race. 10 laps in of 75 laps here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. 26 car pack tonight. So nice showing for this Thunderstruck Super Series League as the pace car pulls off and Tarasenko will go. Green flag is out. A nice jump, able to secure that first spot going into turn one, but a battle for the third spot. Dave Whitstruck and Scotty Stevens. We're going to see who can come out on top with that. Looks like Dave Whitstruck going to come out on top of the third spot. Going to be able to keep that position, and the top four remain the same, and looks like most of the field remains the same. So we have some battling going back here. For the 14th position, Richard Yeoman and Kevin Dowd. A lot of fight for position back here, as you can see. 2 wide, 3 rows deep. Tyler Johnson, David Hall. David Hall trying to recover from getting wrecked there, causing that first caution. As we have a lot of people bunched up right now back here. As it looks like Tyler Johnson going to lose that spot to Kevin Dowd there on the inside for the 16th position. And here comes Tanner Marr in that 4 car. We've seen him be strong at some of our short tracks and struggling a little bit here early at Charlotte Motor Speedway, but I imagine before the night's over we'll see him up there fighting in the top 5 and potentially for the lead, as he's fighting Richard Yeoman there for that 15th position. He's going to be able to secure it and maybe go after David Hall there. Looks like we have a battle going on up here for the second spot. Dave Whitstruck once again trying to take that second spot away from Jason Warren. And Scotty Stevens is definitely a lot more involved in this battle than he was on the last run. Now it's the top 4 separating from the rest of the field. I believe Warren was the one who told me that this would be a lot like super speedway racing, where you wouldn't be able to get away from other people. And so far, it's proving right. Jason Warren definitely not able to get away from Dave Whitstruck in the 98. As looks like Tarasenko able to build a pretty good gap now. It's not a big one, but compared to what we've been seeing so far into this race, just to have even that little bit of a gap in between him and Jason Warren, definitely impressive. It's the most we've seen so far. So I imagine Jason Warren will close that gap back up pretty quickly, and we'll get some more racing for the lead. But looks like the top 3 once again starting to separate from the rest of the field. It seems once we get into some green flag racing, that top 3 is extremely strong. Scotty Stevens, he's not slow at all. He's fast, definitely. Just these top 3, he just doesn't have anything for him right now. Or maybe he's just saving his stuff. We'll have to find out later into this run. As Jason Warren once again to the back bumper of Tarasenko, able to actually get to the inside this time. And he's going to look to take the lead away in 3 and 4. Tarasenko making that outside work really well. This is going to bring Scotty Stevens back into the battle. Still side-by-side racing for the lead. And it looks like that outside line is going to work really well for Tarasenko here. Might be able to clear Warren going into turn 3. We'll see. Yep, able to do it. So that outside line, when you're side-by-side, really proved there to work if you're able to pinch the other guy down. Now Jason Warren going to have to fend off Dave Whitstruck. Scotty Stevens, ever since he got reintroduced to this battle, has definitely made it clear that that he wants to take some positions away from these top three and make a different top three, is still right behind Dave Woodstruck. And really, this top four has been the same throughout the entire race ever since Tarasenko took the lead away on the first lap. As Jason Warren looking to the outside, not able to do it. That opens the bottom for Dave Woodstruck. And Jason Warren there on the outside, going to lose a spot to Dave Woodstruck and possibly going to lose one to Scotty Stevens here, as he's going to look to fend off on that outside. Not able to do it. He's going to fall from second to fourth. And now here comes Dave Woodstruck for the lead, side by side. He passed Jason Warren and instantly went for the lead. And looks like he's going to take it away. Dave Woodstruck to the lead here at Charlotte. He's been right behind Warren this entire race, and he finally said it's time to go on lap 21. And Jason Tarasenko, sorry, I was looking away for a second, working on something. Tarasenko able to take the lead back away from Dave Woodstruck. Now, once again, Woodstruck having to battle off against Jason Warren. Looks like we're going to be seeing this all night long, as non-stop battling up here in the top four. And Jeff Paisley in that fifth position, he's catching up quick. Behind him, Joshua Sexton. So this four-car battle is about to turn into about six, as Tarasenko using these guys battling back here to build a half-second gap over Jason Warren. And Dave Woodstruck now having to fight off for that third position. So he took the lead, but he quickly lost it, and now all the way back to the fourth position if he's not able to hold on here. Looks like he's really starting to fall off. Oh, car on the wall in front of Tarasenko. That's Keith Lichtenwalder, and he's going to take the middle of the track, and these guys are going to be able to go under him. And thankfully, as Lichtenwalder in the wall more. Oh, he might cause a caution here soon. He's going to pull down to the apron. As Tarasenko now an 8/10 gap over second place Jason Warren. And now Scotty Stevens in that third position, looking to go after the 32 machine. Tarasenko took the lead back from Dave Woodstruck and ran away with it. He's trying to build a second gap over these guys, but they've stopped battling. So since these guys have stopped battling, that gap has started to decrease, and it looks like, you know, if you're not battling for a spot, you're going to be able to catch back up to someone if they're not too far away. The front two have kind of spread out, but Scotty Stevens and Dave Woodstruck continue to battle. And here comes Jeff Paisley in that 7 car, looking to find his way into this 2-car battle. As Dave Woodstruck to the inside of the 2 car, going into turn 1, and see if he's able to clear him, and he will. Dave Woodstruck back up to the 3rd position, and here comes Jeff Paisley. Not able to take advantage of them 2 battling. And now this top 4 or 5 starting to spread out a little bit more. Tarasenko up to a, well, now it's a 2/10 gap. So the 2 Jasons look like they're about to start battling it out once again. apparently if your name's Jason, you're fast, because these two, I haven't seen a lot of Jasons, but the Jasons I've seen, Tarasenko and Warren, in this series have been really fast all the time. Tarasenko, I think in his only race this season outside of this race, won. And you've seen Jason Warren win a couple of races already this year, or this season. So these two proven to be fast, and they're showing it tonight, battling once again for the lead. Warren to the inside. Your pole sitter looking to take that lead back away, and he will. So Jason Warren back out to the lead. He's kind of been stuck in second for a while, but able to finally find his way back to the lead. But how long will it last? As it looks like he disappeared a little bit there. We'll see if he's able to. Oh, hopefully he's able to. There he is. Okay, I was worried he would have lagged out of the server and we wouldn't have seen a nice battle up here, including him, Tarasenko, Whitstruck, and possibly even Scotty Stevens back there in the 4th position. 3-car battle once again, so you just really cannot get strung out. Obviously, if you look behind him, it has gotten strung out more and more, but if you're up here for the lead, it's obviously not going to string out, and you're not going to be able to lead comfortably. So Jason Warren leading now, but has to pretty much defend every single lap, because if he makes a slip up, Jason Tarasenko and Dave Woodstruck right there to take that spot away. Dave Woodstruck looking to the back of the 21 car now, trying to take that 2nd spot away. These top 3 really separated themselves from Scotty Stevens. Stevens a 2nd back from Warren right now. I want to take a look through the field right now to see if there's any other battling going on, but with, the intense battle going on here for the lead, it's hard to go away from what's going on here. We do have a battle for the 8th position, it looks like here. Josh Oswald just in front of Michael Swink and Aaron Ward. Looks like he's starting to pull away from those two. Michael Swink trying to hold on to that spot over Aaron Ward. Ward looking to the inside. And he's going to take that 8th or 9th position away. Or no, he's not able to take the 9th position away, I believe. For some reason. Oh, that's Aaron Ward. Okay, I'm sorry. I believe that's a lap car, actually. That might... Yeah, that's a lap car. I apologize. Aaron Ward back here in the 10th position. Okay. I'm glad I was able to clear that up. Jason Warren starting to spread that lead out just a little bit. Here comes Scotty Stevens. Or no, Jeff Paisley trying to take that spot away from Scotty Stevens for the 4th position. Looking to the inside, going into turn 1 and going to be able to make it work. Jeff Paisley up to the 4th position and now tries to set his eyes on Dave Whitstruck. Make sure that Stevens isn't able to pass him back up. We're seeing these tires grow older, and we're really starting to see these guys spread out. Even the leaders who were just on top of each other the entire race so far. As you see, little misunderstanding between the lap car and Jason Warren. Jason Warren looking to the inside of the lap car, and the lap car thought that Jason Warren was going to the outside. So thankfully those two able to figure it out and not wreck. Jason Warren now up to a 3/10 lead over Jason Tarasenko. So not too big of a gap, but really that's a bigger gap than we've really seen all night, other than when Tarasenko had about an 8/10 lead earlier. We're on about 28 lap run, I believe, right now. I believe we went back to green around 11 laps in. So these tires are really starting to grow old, and we're starting to see people down pit road. Richard Yeoman, Brett Retterer, and David Hall down pit road. Joaquin Meza as well. So we're starting to see some green flag pit stops now. See if how long it takes the leaders to pit if needed. I'm not sure the fuel mileage tonight. I was kind of rushing up until I started the stream, so I wasn't able to get any details or specifics. So we'll see what these guys have to do fuel-wise. As we did see about 4 cars pit under green. David Hall there coming out of pit road. So if these guys do have to pit, we'll see how long it takes these leaders to come down pit road. Jeff Paisley there in the 7 car, about 8/10 back from Dave Wittstruck in that 3rd position. 2.5 behind Jason Warren. Jason Warren putting another car a lap down. That's Keith Durst in the 94. Oh, Keith looks like he's up in the wall. He's going to be able to keep it straight, hopefully. A little bit of a scare there for Tarasenko. Oh, in the grass. Keith Durst was in the grass, able to keep it straight. A little bit of a scare there. Oh, wrecking on the back stretch, and that is a caution. See who that is. I'm not sure who that was. Oh, more wrecking. We're going to try to find out who this is. Oh, and more wrecking. The 227 Brighton Danner. Big carnage here. And Jeff Paisley caught up in that. Unfortunate. Let's go back and see what happened here to Brighton. Gets on the apron, gets loose. Able to keep it straight. Not sure what happened here. Oh, he tries to go back on the gas and starts spinning the tires and spins out on the backstretch right in front of our leader. And he collects Jeff Paisley and Dave Wittstruck. Oh, man, and Scotty Stevens. 3 of the top 4 or 5 caught up in this wreck. And we're seeing people down pit road now. Looks like most of the leaders. Josh Oswald staying out. Tanner Marr as well. Tyler Johnson, Brandon Mettler staying out. Second caution of the race here tonight at Charlotte Motor Speedway. 45 laps in of a 75-lap race. 30 laps left. This race going by pretty quickly here tonight. Aaron Ward there you see exiting pit road. And there goes Jason Warren and the rest of these lead cars. So it looks like we do have a fast repair tonight. So these guys caught up in that wreck. As you see, Jeff Paisley got caught up in that wreck, able to completely just clean the slate, get a new car, and go back out there racing. Josh Oswald currently in the lead, stayed out. Let's see real quick. So yeah, Josh Oswald has not pit yet. Tanner Marr pit on lap 7 last. And Tanner Marr actually coming in. So the rest of these guys that didn't pit, pitting now, as you see Josh Oswald down pit road, which will reassume the lead to Jason Warren. As you see a lot of cars down pit road right now. Take a second to talk to you guys real quick about the upcoming weekend for Original Rebels Racing League. Obviously tonight the Thunderstruck Super Series at Charlotte. Tomorrow night Kansas Speedway for the Friday Night Extreme Xfinity Series. Saturday the debut of Season 2 of the Send It Cup Series at Daytona, the Daytona 200. And then Sunday night the second season for the Truck Series gets underway. As you see, 2 duels for that race, and then 10 o'clock Eastern will be the race for the trucks. So an interesting lineup of races this weekend. The Friday night and Saturday night series you can catch here on Rebels Racing Network. And then that Sunday night race for the Truck Series and both of the duels you can find on Intensity Broadcasting on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook, just as you can catch us on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook, whatever you're watching on tonight. Thank you for watching as well. And I will get this off your screen now. As the lap cars getting their wave arounds, and we are getting ready to go green once again here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Second restart of the race. Jason Warren, your pole sitter for the race, currently in the lead. Scotty Stevens in the second position. Michael Swink, or Jason Tarasenko third. Michael Swink fourth. Joshua Sexton fifth. Or Shannon Wilder fifth. I can't tell. Those two keep switching. Tyler Johnson seventh. Jeff Paisley eighth. Josh Oswald ninth. And Tanner Marr rounding out your top 10. Going to have around 28 laps to go here when we go green. We are going to see these guys packed up, and we're going to see some tight racing here, not only for the lead, but throughout the field. As we've seen on these restarts, you are not able to get separated from the guys behind you or in front of you. So going to be an interesting restart, probably going to be an aggressive restart. As the pace car pulls off and Jason Warren is on the gas pedal, green flag racing once again. Jason Tarasenko, Scotty Stevens side by side for that second position, but Jason Warren is well off in the lead. Tarasenko back to the second position. Looks like Joshua Sexton able to take that fourth position away from Michael Swink in that 051 car. Tight battling going back here. Josh Oswald side by side with Tyler Johnson for the 8th position. Going to be able to take that away. Now Shannon Wilder comes for that 9th spot over Tyler Johnson. And it looks like Tyler might have to fall back to that 10th spot, but he's fighting back. Yeah, he's going to fight back. Not going to give up that spot easily. But eventually he's going to have to give it up to Shannon Wilder. And Shannon Wilder up to the 9th position. Here is the battle for the lead. Jason Warren, Jason Tarasenko once again. These two have been around each other all race. Keith Lichtenwalder right in front of them. Going to go to the inside. I believe that's Lichtenwalder. Yeah. These two have not been able to get away from each other all race. And, well, with 26 laps to go, no difference here, as Scotty Stevens in the 3rd position, a half a second back or so. Behind him, Joshua Sexton leading the line of about 3 or 4 cars, including Michael Swink and Jeff Paisley. Tanner Marr right behind those 2 cars. Jeff Paisley trying to recover from that wreck he was involved in. Currently up to the 6th position. Going to look to the inside here on Michael Swink to get back into that top 5. And he's going to be able to do so successfully. Or no, not so successfully. I was looking at a different car. Side-by-side racing into 3 and 4. Paisley's going to be able to maybe just barely get that spot away and take that 5th position and try to look and catch Joshua Sexton for that 4th spot. As he is right behind him. Jeff Paisley really storming through the field right now, and Tanner Marr in the 7th position. Earlier he was in 16th, and I told you to look out for him. Now he's in the 7th spot. Looking to take that spot over Michael Swink as well. And he's going to be able to do so successfully, and there goes Josh Oswald looking as well. Michael Swink starting to fall back a little bit here. Although he's going to be able to hold on to that 7th spot for now. Back to the lead, Jason Warren. Jason Warren and Jason Tarasenko just bumper to bumper right now. And those two have really separated themselves from Scotty Stevens. Stevens is second back from those two, so a 2-car battle for the lead with 20 laps to go this time by. See if maybe Scotty's able to catch back up, or if he's just going to have to be content with that 3rd position. Tarasenko being very patient right now in that 2nd position. Let's do a little onboard here with 20 laps to go with Jason Warren to see what he's doing through a lap. Diving it in and letting off the gas just a little bit to let the car settle. Is turn 3 really going to be any different? We'll see. Diving it in. On the gas a little bit. Oh, he gets tight. Let's see if that opens the door here for Tarasenko. Tarasenko looking to the outside. Not able to do it just yet. I thought that might be his chance to take the lead away. We saw Jason Warren get really tight on the exit of 4, but Tarasenko not able to take advantage of it just yet. But these two now have built a 1.3 second gap over Scotty Stevens. It is just... Oh, and we're spinning! Jason Warren and Jason Tarasenko get together. No caution. Huge for Jason Warren as he collects it back up, and he's going to fall all the way back to the 12th position. Let's go take a quick look at what happened there. Trying to do this as quickly as I can. He gets tied off the turn once again, and oh, just a little bit of a tap from Tarasenko, sending him around. Now back in the 12th position from the lead, down to the 12th spot. You know he's not happy about that. He probably knows it's a racing deal, but he's, you know, to go from the lead to the 12th position, definitely can't be too happy. Now Tarasenko having to deal with Jeff Paisley. Paisley has stormed through the field all the way back to the second position after that wreck. 15 laps to go. He is in this for the win right now. And if Tanner Marr is able to be fast these next 10 laps or so, maybe he can introduce himself into this battle. Tarasenko starting to build a little bit of a gap over Jeff Paisley now. Paisley just not able to maintain the speed that Tarasenko's able to have. If we move back here a little bit, a lot of battling going back here for the 4th position. Joshua Sexton over Scotty Stevens. Michael Swink has kind of battled back. He fell back to the 9th position, now in the 6th spot. 6th, what a weird word. I had just tied my tongue up real quick. Trying to hold that 6th spot over Shannon Wilder right now, though. Swink qualified 6th, so looking to at least maintain his qualifying spot. But Shannon Wilder trying to take it away from him, and he's going to be not able to just yet. Gets a little bit of tight in the middle of the turn. Looks like Swink's going to battle back on that outside. And Shannon Wilder able to take that spot away from Michael Swink. And here comes Josh Oswald to the inside. And Josh going into turn 1, able to take that 7th position away. Michael Swink falling back to 8th. Aaron Ward back in the 11th position, looking to crack that top 10. Brandon Metler right in front of him in that 015 car. Aaron Ward, we usually see him in some sort of a red paint scheme, but this weekend rocking that green paint scheme. I can't really tell what it is. Let's get a little bit of a closer look. I'm kind of interested to see. I'm not sure what that is, but a nice looking paint scheme for Aaron Ward this weekend. Well, actually, it's not a weekend. It's Thursday. This Thursday night, I should say. As back to the lead, Jeff Paisley starting to reintroduce himself a little bit here for the battle. And a caution is out. We are going to have a late race restart here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Shannon Wilder. Looks like it was Shannon who was just past Michael Swink. Ooh. Looks like maybe the wreck happens in front of him. Oh, and looks like, I can't tell what car that is. Josh Oswald, huge impact with Shannon. Bringing out another caution here tonight. Tarasenko, I don't imagine we'll see many of these lead guys go down pit road. It seems like, ooh, is Tanner Marr slowing down there? It looked a little scary. So it looks like we're gonna, I don't think we'll see anybody come down pit road up here in the front. Definitely seems like track position is key. I think we'll see some guys towards the back who don't have much to lose in their position go to pit road. Aaron Ward with that damage, Josh Oswald as well going to pit road, but it looks like anybody without damage is going to stay out. Shannon Wilder going in there. Seems like these races always find their way into getting a late race caution and a late race restart to, I wouldn't say drama, but create some action here in these races, as if this race needed more action. We've had a lot tonight. These cars haven't had a lot of separation from each other, but we're going to get even more action with, it looks like, under 5 laps to go. We're at 5 laps to go. We'll see when we go back green. Tarasenko definitely hasn't locked in the win just yet with this caution. See if Jeff Paisley, Tanner Marr, Joshua Sexton, Scotty Stevens, all those guys in the top 5. Who knows? Maybe we'll see another wreck that might include one of these top guys. Hopefully not, but you never know with these restarts what can happen, how wild they can get, and just a little bit of contact can turn a car right in front of the entire pack, and, well, that can cause a lot of mayhem. So hopefully we don't see that on this restart, but again, you never know what's going to happen. And these guys, I mean, you definitely know that Tarasenko wishes he could just look into a glass ball and see that he wins this race, but it's not going to be an easy win. If he does pull off the victory, he's definitely going to have to earn it over these other drivers right behind him. We're seeing Josh Lokenvents, Brett Redder, and, or not Brett Redder, Brandon Mettler and Richard Yeoman down pit road. Looks like Joaquin Meza, Brighton Danner, and Sam Wetstein as well. Yeah, Brett Redder is down pit road. I thought I saw his name. Jason Warren, give you a little update on him. He is in that 8th position. 32 car. Might have a chance here with that caution to try to maybe go fight for the lead once again. Going to be hard in that 8th position with, looks like we're going to have 4 laps to go in the restart, but he has a chance to make up as many positions as he can with this group all packed up. Looks like maybe guys like Brandon Mettler and Sam Wetstein were involved in that crash. We're going to take a look at his front end and see if he has a lot of damage. Yeah, he has a lot of damage to that front end, and looks like he used up his fast repair. So, unfortunate damage for the 24 car. Going to have to sit pits and get that damage fixed. As we are lined up 2 by 2, ready to go green flag racing here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. 4 laps to go when we go green flag racing, and Jason Tarasenko looking to keep the lead, and guys like Jeff Paisley, Tanner Marr, Joshua Sexton looking to take that lead away. Don't count out Scotty Stevens in the 5th position in that 2 car back there. We've seen him be fast, but I mean, really, it's the flip of a coin of who's going to win this race. So, definitely excited to see this late race restart. And I know these guys are excited to get back racing, as the caution laps in iRacing are probably about the most boring thing you can do. So, these guys are definitely ready to go back racing. And Jason Warren, back in that 8th position, you see him on your right-hand side on that high line in that 32. Looks like black and silver car. See what he can do on this restart. The pace car is off. 4 laps to go this time. And Tarasenko is off. We are racing, and it is a battle for second right now as Tanner Marr looking to the inside of Jeff Paisley. Paisley not able to get a very good jump on the restart there. Jason Warren up to that 7th position. Right now, Tarasenko, not a demanding lead, but a really good lead, as he got a really good jump on that restart. But we're probably going to see that lead shrink with the draft working in mysterious ways tonight. if these guys behind him are able to keep it single file, I think we'll see a race for the lead by the end of this one. Jason Warren up to the 6th spot, right behind that pack of 4. Tanamar looking to hold on to that 2nd position over Jeff Paisley. You're going to see a lot of these guys move down low, try to block off some positions. There goes Jason Warren for the 5th spot. As he makes that pass, here comes Jeff Paisley for the 2nd position. Down to the inside on the front stretch. 2 laps to go here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Jeff Paisley looking to take that 2nd spot away. He is not clear just yet. He's going to maybe try to clear himself. Still side-by-side racing here for the 2nd spot. Jason Warren down to the inside of Joshua Sexton. He blinked out. We'll see if he's able to come back. He's going to be able to take that 4th spot away, trying to get himself into the top 3 at least. But they're side-by-side. White flag is out. Jason Tarasenko, 1 lap to go to win this race. Jeff Paisley still trying to take that spot away from Tanamar. And a little bit of contact. Tanamar into the wall. Tanamar's spinning. See if that brings out a caution. It does not just yet. Side by side for the 2nd position. But right now, Jason Tarasenko around turn 3 and 4 for the last time down the front stretch. Jason Tarasenko wins at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Jason Warren going to take that 2nd position away, Reckon in the back. Jason Warren fought back from the 8th position all the way back to the 2nd spot, but just not enough time to go after that lead. Jason Tarasenko, 2 races in this league and 2 victories. And I'm going to make sure to get him in for an interview this time. I missed him last time. Definitely going to make sure this time. I imagine just like everybody else we broadcast, we're going to see Tarasenko burn it down until that motor goes. Oh, nope. He gives the engine guy back at the shop a break. As we are going to go ahead get Tarasenko in here. Hey, Jason, you got a copy?
Yes, sir, I got you.
Well, the last time you won a race in this league, I missed your name and didn't get you in for an interview, and I told you that you'd probably be back in the next time you raced, and, well, I didn't know it'd be this way. You win another race here in the Thunderstruck Super Series. Take us through your race.
Well, we had a decent car. I know that Jason was fast there, and I absolutely feel bad about what happened there. It was just I saw him wash up a little bit there, and I thought, okay, I'll take the bottom off the corner, and we just ended up in the same real estate, I think, fighting for it. I had to go for it because he was faster than me on the long run, but ultimately this should have been his race, man. I hate that it went that way for him, but he's just so fast and fun to race with, and I hate that happened for him. And then I didn't even see Scotty coming on the outside there when I was trying to gather it back up and get back up to speed there. I saw him last second and tried to jerk it down to give him room on the high side. There wasn't quite enough there, so we got a little bit of damage to him and me.
Well, this is one of the few exceptions to the series in terms of tracks. We've had a lot of short tracks, but we come to 1.5 miles here at Charlotte. What did you have to put into building a setup that's different from short tracks here?
I mean, I think the biggest thing here is, getting the nose sealed and then trying to work with some aero stuff. But the car just wants to go so loose after even 4 or 5 laps here. So it's just tire management, throttle management, just trying to look after it. And I think that's where Jason and I were fairly even there. It just seemed like I had a little bit more speed on the front end. Or maybe he was a little faster on the front end. I had more speed in the middle, but he was definitely faster on the long run, because that first run there, he was starting to pull away from me and there wasn't much I could do about it. I don't know if I burned it up being out in the lead to start with or what, but he definitely had a better car long run, man. I hate that it happened to him, that's for sure.
Well, we head to South Boston Speedway next week, so back to another short track. Are you going to be in that race?
I'm definitely going to try. I'm trying to hit as many of these as I can. It's a little bit. I'm on the West Coast, so it's a little bit earlier for me to try and make these races.
Okay.
But it's a fun track, man. But it's all I can say is this is an amazing league. Good guys. I love running it, so I'm going to try and do as many as I can.
All right. You got any shout outs you want to throw out there?
Yeah, Midwest Power Source, Dynamic Autosports. I really got a shout out to Scotty and the Five Kings guys, Tanamar and all those guys, Tyler Johnson. Those guys, I race with them in the Crooked Series. They've come a long ways. They do a fantastic job. Jason Warren, he's always a tough competitor. This should have been his race, in my opinion. I hate that it happened. Race and deal, I guess. I don't know. I'm going to have to go back and look at it, but it just sucks for him, but I'll take the win.
Well, congratulations, and if you're able to make it next week, definitely looking forward to seeing you on track.
Hey, man, appreciate it, and thank you for doing the broadcast and everything like that.
Yeah, I appreciate it. You're in Five Kings team chat, right? Oh, I accidentally almost moved you. You're in Five Kings, right?
You can put me there, yeah.
Okay. All right. Have a good night, man.
Thanks.
All right. That was Jason Tarasenko, your winner of tonight's race. We're going to go ahead and pull in Jason Warren now. Unfortunate second position for him tonight. Hey, Jason, you got a copy?
Yeah, what's up, man?
Well, an unfortunate wreck hurts your race. You're able to fight back and get to that second position. But before we get to that, just take us through your race.
Car was an absolute rocket ship tonight. Could not ask for a better car. I think I was running in practice in the 29s on my Q set. It's basically built for the long run, and it was fast in the short run, but in the long run, it was just I don't even think they could probably not keep up with me, even trying to draft up to me in the long run. But the car was just great. It was overall just a fun, fantastic race, to be honest.
Yeah, last week you mentioned to me at the end of the broadcast that Charlotte was kind of like a super speedway of sorts for this super late model in terms of the draft. How much did that affect you early on in terms of not being able to pull away from anybody or able to keep up with the person in front of you?
I mean, it keeps people that, say, for instance, wouldn't be able to really compete, I guess, be politically correct on real short tracks. It keeps them in the race. It's not like draft on Daytona or Talladega, but there is quite a bit of draft involved. So in that aspect, it's very competitive.
So we go to that kind of late race incident between you and Tarasenko. He told me in the broadcast that he felt terrible. What did you just see happen there? Just a racing incident?
Yeah, that's just a racing incident. We were both basically going for the same spot at the same time. There's nothing malicious at all. He's a great dude. I was actually hoping a caution would come out. I'm not surprised I saved it. Kind of wish I didn't, but driving from 12th to 2nd was a blast. The car was just knifing through there. It was unbelievable.
Well, I'm not able to see the points right now because I had a little bit of trouble with my iRacing live timing, but I imagine that you definitely kept your points lead through 5 races, 3 races to go. You're definitely fast all the time, so you're just looking to try to just, make it through races in order to keep that lead in the championship standings for the next 3 weeks?
Yeah, I think I'll be all right the next 3 weeks. I was a little concerned about this race, like the big wrecks or whatever. But, other than that little spin, we kept it clean and drove back up through the field to finish 2nd, so I can't really complain about that too much.
Yeah, so we had to I forget the track now. South Boston Speedway next week. So back to another short track. How you feeling about that?
South Boston is one of my favorite tracks. Definitely looking forward to that. Um, these mile-and-a-half tracks on the super late models are fun occasionally, but I love my short tracks. Just trying to get back to my bread and butter.
All right, you got any shout outs you want to throw out there?
Zero9 Raceshop, mainly Daniel Pope. Just an incredible setup. Couldn't ask for a better car. Absolutely unbelievable. The Crafty Crafter, go find her on Etsy. Getting holiday time, go buy some jewelry or whatever. Warrant Utility Buildings, Carports, and Garages. And SM Wraps painted me this chromed out car. It's probably a little too flashy, but it looked pretty good out there.
Yeah, I thought it looked good.
And thanks to you for doing another incredible broadcast, and Matt Geis and Shannon Wilder and Josh Oswald, who helped me tweak the setup a little bit this week.
All right, well, congratulations on fighting back through the field, able to get that second spot and the points, or keep the points lead in the championship standings. Looking forward to seeing you next week at South Boston.
I appreciate it, man.
Have a good night. That, by the way, before I move on to our third place finisher, that was Jason Warren. He kind of, runs the Thunderstruck Super Series and, be fasting at the same time. So shout out to him. And like he said, Josh Oswald, Keith Thirst, their admins in here as well. They help put these together as well. But yeah, shout out to him for, kind of keeping this league going. It's the sister league of the Rebels Racing League. And he's able to race really fast inside of it. So shout out to him. So we'll move on to our third place finisher, Jeff Paisley. Get him in here. See if I can't find him actually. I'm not sure if he's in. Oh, Paisley. There he is. Hey, Jeff, you got a copy?
I am here.
Well, man, I mean, you got into a wreck there a little bit late. You're able to battle back. Take us through your race.
Well, we started off really good, and we were doing a little bit better than what I thought we would, because I haven't raced these very much. And then we just kept moving up, and then we had them wreck. I thought I had it missed. I was up high, and then all of a sudden a car hit him and knocked him up in front of me. But thank goodness for the quick repair.
Yeah, you qualified ninth, able to finish third. We went from short track racing here to a mile and a half at Charlotte. How did you have to adjust your setup building in terms of, how did you switch up having to build a setup for a mile and a half instead of a half-mile short track?
Well, I really don't do too much on setups. I took one that somebody had, and then my son and we actually worked on it a little bit and made it a little bit better for me, because it was a little bit loose after about 4 or 5 laps. So we kind of added some things to it, and it worked out really well. I mean, the car was running good late in the run. If we wouldn't have had that caution, I think I had something for the 21, but that I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we head to South Boston next week. How you feeling about South Boston?
I don't really like South Boston, but I'll have some fun with it, I'm sure.
All right, you got any shout outs you want to throw out there?
Well, my son, he's Mr. Willie P's Designs. He's the one that designs my paint jobs. He put this one together for me. And so he always is a big help. He helped me with the setup as well. So if you follow on Twitch, Mr. Willie P, he's the man to help you with that kind of stuff. And I'm Paisley as me on Twitch as well, but I wasn't streaming tonight.
Well, congratulations, able to fight back at that third position. Good luck next week at South Boston. Looking forward to seeing you out there.
All right, man. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Yep. Have a good night. And that was Jeff Paisley, your third place finisher tonight. Let's go ahead and pull up your final results. First of all, let me get this off of here. Results for tonight's race: Jason Tarasenko winning here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Jason Warren, close second, fought back after getting wrecked from Tarasenko. Obviously, Tarasenko felt horrible about it, but it's just a racing incident, and Warren understood. But nice job by Warren, able to fight back to that second position. Jeff Paisley, Joshua Sexton, and so on and so forth. I will scroll you through here once I get to where I can scroll, actually. There you go. Freiherber not able to race tonight, so that's going to hurt him big time in the points. And I'll give you another second to look at the results for tonight's race in the Thunderstruck Super Series. All right, 75 laps here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. A lot of fun to watch. The draft definitely was big tonight. Jason Warren, you heard, he had a really good car in the long run. We did see him kind of gap the rest of the field once they got on those old tires. So the draft wasn't essential all night, but for the most part, it definitely was. As you saw, there was 3 or 4 car packs throughout the entire field all night, and it was a lot of fun to watch, a lot of fun to broadcast. I hope you guys had a lot of fun watching that. I personally, both sides, watching and broadcasting, did, as they put on a great show, and Tarasenko able to pull off his second victory of the season. And now, speaking of the season, 3 races left in the Thunderstruck Super Series. South Boston Speedway coming up next week, 125 laps. And then 125 laps at Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. And then finishing up in 2021 at Dover International Speedway to crown a champion here for the Thunderstruck Super Series. Also, go ahead and talk about this upcoming weekend, and then we'll get out of here. Obviously, tonight, the Thursday night race for the Thunderstruck Super Series. Tomorrow night at Kansas Speedway for the Friday night Extreme Xfinity Series. 8 o'clock practice, but that doesn't really matter to you. 9 o'clock qualifying, that's when we'll be live. And then Saturday night, returning is the Cup Series for the original Rebels Racing League Season 2, starting at Daytona International Speedway for the Daytona 200. That's going to be a lot of fun to watch. And then the Sunday night Truck Series, 2 duels starting at 8 o'clock. And then 10 o'clock is the main race to start off Season 2 of the Sunday Night Truck Series in the original Rebels Racing League. I will be in that race, in one of those duels, and the main race. Actually wearing the Rebels Racing Network paint scheme, so look for the red truck in that race. That'll be brought to you by Intensity Broadcasting, YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. You can catch them on, as well as you can catch us on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook, whatever you're watching on tonight. Thank you for watching. Appreciate you guys. A lot of fun tonight here at Charlotte. And, tune in tomorrow night for Kansas Speedway for the Friday Night Extreme Xfinity Series. Y'all have a